The cries started softly, then grew louder. "Someone please help." Yet no one halted, not a single soul. Amid a scorching Abuja afternoon, traffic roared relentlessly. Drivers blared horns in anger. Onlookers glanced briefly, shook heads, and moved on. An elderly man, likely late 60s, lay on the dusty expressway. His white sea fan, now smeared with blood and mud, clung to his frail form. His walking stick, broken, rested beside him. A reckless taxi had struck him moments ago. He rolled off the pavement, collapsing with pained groans. The crowd watched, frozen still. Just a few meters away, a young girl in a red jacket stopped abruptly. Her phone displayed 12:43 p.m., urgency flashing. She had 17 minutes to deliver or face losing her job. Her hands quivered on the bike's handlebars. She gazed at the old man again. Whispers floated around. "Don't touch him. If he dies, police will blame you. That boy last week helped. Now he's jailed. I won't get involved." Adanna heard every word clearly, but a gentle voice echoed within, her mother's voice. "Even if the world shuns you, never shun those you can aid. Help, Adanna, always help." Tears brimmed in her eyes. Her hands shook on the handlebars. This was the moment her mother foretold, a choice where kindness risked everything. She leapt off the bike. "Help me!" she cried. "Let's rush him to hospital, please!" No one stirred. Not a single person moved. Adanna hurried to the old man. "Sir, please hold on," she whispered, kneeling gently beside him. She waved at, taxis, but none stopped. She glanced at her delivery box once more. Then, with resolve, she removed her helmet, setting it by the box. She stooped to lift the old man. He was heavy. Her arms trembled, yet she hoisted him up. Balancing him across her back, she climbed onto the bike again. She sped into traffic, into chaos, into the unknown. She didn't glance back. 12 hours earlier, at 5 a.m., in a cramped one-room apartment on Abuja's outskirts, Adanna rose early. She had washed, packed lunch, ironed uniforms, and braided her sister's hair. Mara, the chattier twin, yawned. "Sis, Mommy, rest more." "I'll sleep when you're doctors." Adanna smiled, tugging gently on Mimi's hair. Their lives shifted after that night, 1 year ago, when armed robbers invaded their home. They stole everything, cars, phones, jewelry, then shot their parents before fleeing. No reason was found, no suspects caught, just silence. Adanna became a mother overnight. No uncles helped, no aunts offered support. She sold what remained to survive. School had to wait. Her dreams paused. She dropped out. Survival now mattered for her twin sisters. She took the only job for someone her age without a certificate: courier delivery rider. Most riders were men, but Adanna was resilient. She mastered fast riding, handled customers, braved weather, and guarded her few possessions. Her red Swift jacket became her shield. Each morning she woke early, prepared breakfast, dropped girls at school, then mounted her delivery bike, vanishing into the city. Her manager, Kunle, was stern and cold. Deliveries must reach in 25 minutes maximum. One late delivery, and you're fired. Today's package was prepaid, fragile, and urgent. The kind you don't dare mess up. So when Adanna began her ride that morning, she focused, determined to meet the deadline. But fate had other plans. Back to the present, the hospital reeked of antiseptic and tension. Adanna burst through the doors, dragging the old man on her back. A nurse gasped, rushing forward. "What happened? Accident, taxi hit him, he's unresponsive. Wheelchair, quick!" In seconds, doctors swarmed him, wheeling him into emergency. "Are you his relative?" a nurse asked. "No," Adanna panted. "I found him on the road." "Do you have his phone?" She searched his blood-stained pocket, finding a cracked but usable phone. One number was saved: my son. She dialed. It rang once, twice, then, "Yes, Dad," a deep voice answered. "This isn't your dad." Adanna said fast. Your father's in an accident. Zenith Medical. Wu Zone 6. What? I'm coming now! The man shouted. 30 minutes later, a sleek black SUV screeched into the hospital. A tall man, late 20s, in white agbada, rushed in. Where is he? My father, he yelled. Adanna stepped forward, nervous. You're his son? Yes. Where is he? Did you call? Yes, sir. I brought him here. The man froze, staring at her in shock. You brought him on that bike? Adanna nodded. He rushed past her into the emergency room where his father lay struggling. Do everything to save him. He's all I have. I'll pay any cost. Adanna raced back to the accident scene. By then, her delivery box and goods were stolen. With tears, she returned to the hospital. Her phone buzzed. It was her manager. She answered. Wait, what do you mean? The box is gone? He snapped, ending the call. Adanna's voice broke as she stood outside, staring at the empty pavement. It was gone, vanished like smoke. She turned, walking back inside, shoes clicking softly. The hallway felt colder now. Entering the waiting area, she saw Andrew pacing near the emergency unit door. His white agbada glimmered faintly under hospital lights, but his face showed deep worry. Before she spoke, he looked up. Adanna, right? She nodded. Come, he said gently but firmly. They moved to a quiet corner by the coffee machine. He turned, studying her like a puzzle. My dad's stable now, he said. Doctors said a few minutes later he might not have made it. Adanna swallowed hard, relief and guilt mixing. I'm glad he's okay. Andrew nodded slowly, tilting his head. You lost your delivery, didn't you? Yes, sir. The box, goods, everything. And your job? She blinked back tears. He fired me just now. Andrew exhaled sharply. You worked for Swift Send Dispatch, right? Adanna looked up, surprised. Yes. How did you know? Andrew gave a small, humorless smile. Because I own it. Adanna froze. What? You're with a satellite branch. JB office? Manager Kunle? He reports to my logistics team. Her lips parted, words failing. Andrew pulled out his phone. What's your full name? Adanna Ugochukwu, she whispered. He typed, then tapped. Conley, it's Andrew. You fired Adanna Ugochukwu? Reverse it now. Replace the lost goods, assign another delivery. No excuses. He hung up. Adanna stared, stunned. You didn't have to. Yes, I did. His voice softened. You risked your job to save my father. That's not ignored. She tried to thank him, but a lump stopped her. Andrew sat in a plastic chair, gesturing her to join. So tell me, he said after silence. Who are you? What's your story? She shared it all. The robbery a year ago that stole her parents, a normal night turned nightmare. How police never found the killers. How at 17, she became mother and father to twins Mara and Mimi. She sold her laptop, books to feed them, dropped school, took the job. The courier bike became her lifeline. Andrew listened with respect, not pity. Why no relatives? He asked gently. She laughed bitterly. They vanished after the funeral. Too busy. Some blamed us. I stopped calling. Andrew's jaw tensed, but he stayed quiet. And yet, he said slowly, you helped a stranger today. Adanna nodded. My mother said help anyone, no matter what. Kindness isn't wasted. Those words struck Andrew hard. Kindness isn't wasted. He looked away, thinking, then turned back. Where are your sisters now? At home. I dropped them at school. They're likely back. Do they know? She shook her head. Not yet. Andrew stood. You're not going home alone tonight? Huh? I'll drive you. I'd like to meet them. That evening, a black Bentley rolled up to the old Lugba compound. The gate creaked as Andrew stepped out in polished shoes, drawing stares. Entering with Adanna, time paused. Neighbors peeked from windows. Kids playing football froze. A luxury SUV here stood out. A man in loafers and cologne drew eyes. Adanna felt shame wash over her, seeing cracked walls, mosquito nets, stacked buckets. She kept it clean, but poverty lingered. Andrew said nothing. Inside, the room was tight. A bunk bed lined one wall. A table with a dim lamp stood. A faded photo of parents hung on a calendar with Adanna's delivery schedule. "Sis, Mommy!" Mimi cried, leaping into her arms. Mara followed, grinning, until spotting Andrew. "Who's he?" they asked together. Adanna smiled. "This is Mr. Andrew. He helped me today." Andrew knelt to their level. "Nice to meet you. I hear you're smart and strong." They giggled shyly. "Please sit," Adanna said, clearing books off a chair. Andrew shook his head. "No, I'm fine standing." He faced the twins. "So, you're Mimi and Mara?" "Yes, sir," they chorused, giggling. "How old are you?" 10, Mimi said. "But she's 2. Minutes older," Mara added, pointing. Andrew smiled, real but not fully bright. "You girls are lucky. Your sister's extraordinary." Adanna blushed, looking down. He gazed at her again. "What's your plan now?" "I don't know," she admitted. "I was fired. Even with reversal, Kunle won't be kind. The bike's borrowed. I'll return it, then find something else." Andrew crossed his arms, deep in thought. "I want to help you," he said finally. Her eyes widened. "Help? How?" "First, no more that branch. I'll transfer your record to head office, not as rider." Adanna's brows rose. "Then what will I do?" "You'll see. But I'll help your sisters too. Education, rent, all of it. No more meal worries." Adanna stared, speechless. "Not pity," he added. "My father's awake. He asked about his saver. Told him a girl on a bike. He smiled, said, 'She didn't save me. She gave life back.'" Tears filled Adanna's eyes. "Sir, I can't thank you enough. You've done plenty." "But I must ask something," he said low. She looked up. "What? Would you, with sisters, consider moving in temporarily? Just till stable. I'll re-enroll you in school. Better one for girls. We'll plan from there." Adanna's mouth dropped. "Move in with you?" "Yes. My mansion's too quiet. Just me and father. He's stubborn, recovering. But you'd bring joy. You saved him. He deserves it." She hesitated, glancing at Mimi, Mara. Their eyes sparkled at the idea. "I don't know what to say," Adanna murmured. "Say yes," Andrew smiled. 1 week later, the mansion dazzled like a movie set. White gates, marble floors, a driveway for a dozen cars, chandeliers everywhere, a chef cooking dishes Mimi and Mara couldn't name. At first, Adanna felt out of place. She wore old clothes despite new ones offered. She helped maids clean, asked permission to touch things. But Johnson, Andrew's father, erased formality fast. "Adanna, sit with me here," he'd call from the couch. This house was silent too long. Your laughter woke it. He dubbed her my nurse without uniform. Soon he ate more, smiled more, insisted on garden walks. One afternoon he told Andrew, "This girl's got spirit, not just kind, born for greatness." Andrew stayed silent, watching Adanna, something new in his eyes. Admiration, yes, but deeper, a feeling long dormant. Meanwhile, Adanna rejoined secondary school, the one she'd left a year ago. Returning at 18 among younger students was hard. Whispers trailed her. Some girls mocked, some respected, but she ignored it. She was back. That mattered. She studied hardest, asked questions, stayed late. When results came 3 months later, she topped school. Andrew read them at his desk, smiling proudly. "I knew it," he whispered. He called her in. "You're going to university next, Adanna. I know your study." "What?" she asked, curious. "Data analytics," he said. "Triple cargo grows global. We need trust. People like you." Adanna's heart swelled. "You believe in me that much?" "Always have," Andrew replied softly. A look, A feeling passed unspoken. Just after sunset, the garden behind Andrew's mansion glowed with soft lights through trees. A breeze rustled hide-and-seek by trimmed bushes. Their laughter rang like music, unheard in a year. She turned, spotting Andrew on the balcony, hands in pockets. His gaze studied her closely, quietly. That flutter grew stronger daily since moving in. Life changed. Second chances, school, safety, comfort. Johnson became a grandfather figure. Andrew was indefinable, kind, gentle, guarded, like a man with secrets, unsure of peace. Yet, around her he smiled more, laughed more, spoke less CEO, more friend. Feelings grew, scaring her. One evening, as girls slept and Johnson watched football, Andrew and Adanna sat by the garden table. The moon was full, stars like glitter on velvet. Andrew leaned forward. "I never sat here before," he said, swirling orange juice. This part felt empty. Adanna looked at him. "It's peaceful now." "Because of you?" he said. She glanced down, shy. "I've just tried to help." "No," he said, voice lowering. "You brought life here, to my father, to me." Silence spoke volumes. "When I built this, I thought it'd be sanctuary. But money doesn't build homes." "People do," he continued. Adanna nodded. "My mother said love makes a place worth living." Andrew smiled. "Your mother was wise." She was. "Taught me to help, even if it hurts." Andrew's eyes glistened under lights. "You've lived that more than anyone." They sat until he surprised her. "I'll sponsor your university fully. After, work at Triple Cargo. Not charity, but need your strength, vision." Her eyes widened. "But are you sure?" He nodded. "Never more sure." Before she answered, Johnson called, "Adanna, help me turn this off." "I hit wrong button." They chuckled. She stood, brushing grass off her skirt. As she left, Andrew watched her grace, her unbitter laugh. His heart tugged. He knew now, gratitude had turned to love. Meanwhile, trouble brewed. Not all welcome change. Cunlay, ex-manager who fired her, heard of her rise. Jealousy gnawed him. How could a delivery girl live with the CEO? He spread rumors, manipulator, staged rescue for sympathy. An anonymous note hit Triple Cargo's desk. "Your golden girl isn't real. She's using you. Ask why she was there. Check again. More hides." Unsigned, but doubt was clear. Andrew read, jaw tight. He'd trusted, been betrayed. He launched a quiet probe, CCTV, witnesses, to verify or debunk. He hid it from Adanna. One rainy Saturday, Adanna returned from tutorials, soaked. Entering the foyer, she overheard Andrew on phone. "I don't care the cost. Check connections. I need clarity. If she lied, I must know." Her heart skipped. Was it her? She stepped back, unsure to speak. Could he not trust her? That evening at dinner, the maid entered. "Sir, a woman at the gate knows Miss Adanna." Adanna frowned. "Who?" The maid passed a note, messy handwriting. "I know your parents' fate. Come out alone. Don't tell him." Her hands shook. What did it mean? She excused herself, stepping into night. By the gate, under a flickering lamp, stood a woman in a worn scarf, eyes tired but piercing. "Who are you?" Adanna asked. "I was your neighbor," she breathed. "Madame Stella, 2 houses down your estate. Guilt's eaten me 2 years. Your news face pushed me to find you." Adanna's throat tightened. "Why now? Why not before?" "I feared," she said. "But seeing you help that man, not knowing his wealth, risking all, I thought you deserved truth." Adanna's hands trembled. "Tell me." Stella stepped closer. "Your parents' robbery wasn't random." Adanna's heart sank. "What?" "It was planned," she whispered. "Your father refused to sell company land to a businessman. He threatened. 2 weeks later, the robbery hit. I saw from my window a black car waiting, driver on phone. Not theft, an execution." Tears fell down Adanna's cheeks. Her world tilted. All this time, fate seemed cruel, but it was calculated. Who was he? She cracked. Stella looked down. I don't know his name, but I noted the car's plate that night. Kept it, just in case. She gave Adanna a crumpled paper. Adanna held it, staring at numbers. Next morning, she entered Andrew's study. He worked on his laptop. She dropped the note. I need help. He looked up. What's this? A plate number. Find its owner. Links to my parents' death. His eyes met hers. Where from? Met a witness last night. He studied her. Should have told me sooner. I wasn't sure I could, she said. I heard your call. You're probing me. Thought you didn't trust. Andrew stood, stepping closer. Adanna, I never doubted your heart. I'll trace that car, he promised. In 48 hours, his investigator reported. The car was a shell company's under Dr. Kelvin, a powerful man tied to politicians. Weeks passed. 5 months of court battles, politicians shielding him. A federal high court judged Adanna's parents' murder case. Dr. Kelvin Odogwu stood accused. Evidence was strong. His car at the scene calls to a gang leader for execution, giving Adanna's parents' address. The judge sentenced him to death by hanging. 2 weeks, the gang leader, killed by police in a robbery a year after, was gone. Adanna, prestigious boarding school, full scholarships from Andrew. Johnson thrived, joking, teaching Mimi chess. All saw it. Andrew entered. He cleared his throat. Adanna? Yes. He approached, kneeling beside. He pulled a small box, opening it. A diamond ring sparkled under chandelier. I don't just admire or respect you. I love you, Adanna. I want you forever. No thought needed. Yes. Bloomed in a grand garden, white roses, flowing canopies. Officials, celebrities, writers attended. Wiped eyes. At the altar, smiled endlessly. Andrew stayed through it, easing her pregnancy. A year later, at a Lagos youth conference, the screen read, "One act of kindness can change everything." She lost a job, unaware he was a billionaire's father. Never fear helping, even if unrewarded. Mimi and Mara, medical students, watched front row, proud, teary, smiling. In Andrew's arms, their girl Nosy, named for the mother who taught Adanna love's lessons. What's your view? Where are you watching from? Enjoy this? Comment, share, subscribe for more stories.